Hey guys, Keegan Clark here. I'm sure you know what we came here to do today because, you know, music talks. Hey guys, and welcome to this very real and very important episode of the Music Talks. Because on this special stream that is definitely not another test, I am interviewing a very special guest. That rhymes, and I did not intend it to rhyme. That's just how awesome this interview is. Because I'm interviewing Brad. Yes, that's true. Say hello, Brad. Let me put on my virtual camera. I am recording this on OBS. I am streaming this on OBS, and now I'm going to start the virtual camera on OBS. Wow! 3 OBS systems running at the same time! Yeah, this is another stream where I'm going to be testing my OBS performance in preparation for an interview I have scheduled on the weekend. I want to make sure that my streaming software is in tip-top shape. I made some changes to it. And I'm hoping against hope that the changes I've done recently will improve the performance and will not result in a crash. Let me pull open the camera feed so y'all can see on my end what's going on. Perfect. Epic even. I'm gonna bring it up in the chat. Alright. Even more epic. Epic in the extreme. Alright. So, Brad, why don't you introduce yourself, bro? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Brad, he is actually a proud member of Demon Dish, the punk band, fictional punk rock band. Well, don't tell him that, but he's fictional where I come from. fictional punk band called Demon Dish. Yeah, this is Brad. He's a little camera shy. He doesn't say much. At least not on my streams, evidently. But, you know, his stare is worth 1,000 words, so I'm told. So, you know. Yeah, that's Brad for you. We're going to get into the first list of questions here. And these questions belong to a group called Who Are You? Made to introduce the artist behind the art. So let's meet the artist behind the art. Get to know your history and your aspirations. All right. So, Brad, show us your oldest and newest tracks. Yeah. No, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I have a pretty good idea of actually what you could call Brad's oldest and newest tracks. Let me pull them up. Let me pull them up actually. We'll switch over to the other screen momentarily when I have them pulled up. But I think I know who they're. I think I know which tracks you're referring to. Let's see. This first one is pretty cool. Here we go. I'll bring over to this screen now. This is the Bell Pepper. This is Brad's first ever track that he released. Hey, Bugs Nasty. Welcome to this very real and very important interview. Glad to have you here. Appreciate it. Hi. Nah, for those Bugs Nasty, I'm gonna just briefly explain what's going on here. I'm running some kind of test. I'm running a test stream, a test interview stream, because my OBS has been a little bit flaky recently, and I don't want it to crash and burn because I'm interviewing a pretty cool guest on the weekend, Saturday, this weekend, and I want my streaming platform to behave well. So my good friend Brad over here has graciously volunteered to be the guinea pig guest on this stream. Oh, man. That sucks. Let me gift you a sub, bro. I gotta stop doing this, but... because I know I lose a little bit of money like, every time. There. I gave you a subscription. I just gave myself money for you. So stupid that you can do that. But very convenient as well. Yeah, you're welcome. It's weird doing that on your own stream because you're just giving yourself money. You do lose some Anyway, yeah, this is a test stream. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a test stream because my OBS has been a little bit finicky lately, and I have a special guest. I have a guest that I'm pretty excited about interviewing on the weekend, Saturday, this Saturday, and I don't want OBS to be crashing on me, you know? So, doing this test here with the scene collection and everything. I also have Discord open, a stage open on Discord on Music Space, just to make it as close as possible to the real deal in terms of like labor and intensity of what's going on. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this. Pretty damn stoked indeed. I hope this works out. Let's bring open the Discord there. And let's also add the filter, the background remover, because this is probably going to be the case for the real deal, unless, you know, the guest could also just have a background, I suppose, as well. Oh, are you gonna be streaming later today? I mean, I'm totally down. Hell, I'm down to co-host again if that's cool. Saturday. Oh, okay. Well, you see, I've got an interview. I'm interviewing somebody on that day, so that might be a conflict. 8 Central Time. Which is, that's like, I think exactly when I start, unfortunately. Because you're 2 hours ahead of me, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're 2 hours ahead of me. And 8 Central Time is exactly when I stream. I don't usually stream on the weekends, but this is a special interview with a guest. Thank you, bro. If it ends early and you're still on, I might come on. Anyway, let's continue with this track by our very own Brad. See ya, Bugs. And that was The Bell Pepper by Brad. Produced by me. All of this is produced by me. So Brad, tell me a little bit about that. What inspired you to do something like that? You know? Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Nah, I totally get it, bro. I totally get that. I make weird stuff all the time. I made like a lot of surreal stuff back in the day. Around the same time, exactly the same time as you. Very similar too. Crazy how that is. Yeah, no, I get that. I totally get that, dude. You don't even have to say anything about it. It's totally understand. James is co-hosting this week. Oh, sick, dude. That's dope. I didn't even catch the fact that James was co-hosting. That you said that. By now you're gone anyway, but yeah, it's cool. Anywho, let's see here. Next question. Here's a good one. Oh wait, no, hold on. We haven't played your latest track. Hold on. Let me pull open your latest track. What kind of host am I, bro? Yeah, I know. Let's pull open Yeah Wooey. I know you don't like to talk about Yeah Wooey, but it is your latest track, at least with me anyway. I know. It was a horrible experience. You don't want to relive it, but hey, you know what? We made a video out of it, so you're gonna have to. Let's go. Yeah Wooey.
There's Brad.
There's Brad.
Mm-hmm.
He's washing his hands.
Sure is.
He has to stop soon. Or else. Oh no! It is meow!
Sure is.
Come to take your eyes. It has come to ravish your eyes. It has come to make you say goodbye.
It only equals in dreams. It is.
There we go. Let's go. I like this breakup. This is really dope. I like this switch up, I should say. All right. That was Yahweh by, well, featuring our very own Brad. Yes, indeedy. So, tell me a little bit about Yahweh. I mean, what kind of creature is the Yahweh anyway? Oh, no, I understand. Yeah. You don't want to talk about it. Totally get it, man. I mean, I heard you were hiding in James's walls of all places because you were scared of the Yahweh, only to find out that Yahweh is actually in James's walls. Everything's in James's walls these days, and I feel like things are getting in my walls too, because I'm noticing some strange noises as well. I haven't been this paranoid in a while. If I snuffle a bit, it's because I'm sick, by the way. Anyway, let's get on with the next question here. Yeah, this is a good one. When did you know you wanted to make music? Right, yeah. Uh-huh. You don't say. It's fascinating. That's really cool, actually. I like that a lot. That's dope. Gotcha. No, that's sick. Right. Okay, that was very enlightening. The next question here is, right. Do you want to make music a hobby or a career? Right. Oh, no, that makes perfect sense, actually. You know, for a while, I wasn't sure if I wanted to make music into a career or a hobby. I mean, thing is, I think at first I wanted to make music into a career, and I still kind of do, but I know it's been a little bit disillusioning over the time because I'm realizing, okay, you know what? It's actually really hard. Because at first I thought all I needed to do was distribute my music, find a distributor, and get all my music where all the people I look up to have their music, like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, whatever the fuck. Wherever the professionals were having their music played, I thought if I could get there, I'd be just like the rest of them. I'd get instant gratification, instant views, instant listens, whatever. No, not true. Still have to work for it. And I'm sure, you know, that's something you have to deal with too, Brad. I know you have like a whole team too, so it's like you're not alone. I'm a solo musician, but Brad, you've got your brother looking over your shoulder. You've got a bunch of people who've got your back, more or less. I know your brother is not particularly nice to you, but still, you know? I mean, it's cool. I have a brother. We have a pretty good relationship, though. I know you guys kind of have a strained relationship, but you know, you guys are working on the same band, so that's pretty cool. I want to collaborate with my brother on music. That'd be sick. I want to do that still at some point. I think that'd be dope. Anyway, up next we have another question. Let's see. Bear with me for a sec. Right. Who are your inspirations? And I know, again, Brad, I know that you are not like the creative director of Demon Dish. So you can ask me what Spencer's inspirations are, I suppose. You can tell me a little bit about that. I mean, if I had to guess what your guys' inspirations are, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I don't listen to a lot of punk rock, but I know you guys make more than just, I mean, you guys make some funk shit. I don't know. No, you make a lot of different kinds of music on Demon Dish. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, totally. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I gotta blow my nose. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually sick. Brad, you can keep talking and entertain them. I'll just, you know, don't mind me. Just keep talking. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, no, that's very interesting, Brad. Thank you for sharing. Our computer's kind of running hot, but we're still alive. That's pretty dope. Okay. Let's get on with the next question here. The next question is, how did you come to find a community of musicians? Like, how did you meet your crew? Right, okay, you know what? Right, I remember. You kind of came in. I mean, you knew the director, or I don't want to say director, like you knew the founder of Demon Dish because he's your brother. And at first he didn't, yeah, right, I remember. At first he didn't really want you to be part of the band, but he changed his mind later on because, well, I mean, you were really, you know, you were good at playing the piano, you were good at keys and stuff. I remember that. And then after Timothy died, you basically had no choice, and because you guys needed to perform, you had a lot of tours set up, but Timothy died unexpectedly, and you knew how to play keys, so, you know, essentially you became the replacement. It's cool that, you know, Spencer and the crew still have you on. I know I know that you and Spencer don't get along very well, but it's really dope about that, you know? Really dope. I'm glad that you're still part of the crew. I'm glad that they haven't replaced you. Even if you are a bit creepy on stream. I know you're a totally different person in your own reality. A little bit shell-shocked over here. I get it, which I get. I totally get. We fucking... Seriously? Ugh, I hate these fucking bots, man. Like, seriously, I don't need fake views, any of that bullshit. I seriously forget how to block these guys. I mean, I'm in Stream Manager. I feel like I should be able to block these guys just by clicking on them. But instead, it's like follow, whisper, gift a sub, invite. Where's the block? Mod actions. Bro, come on. Does blocking just mean I'm, like, personally blocking them, or am I banning them from... Blocking will prevent them from sending you whispers, prevent them from hosting you, prevent them from purchasing gift subs, filter the messages out of chats, and yeah. That's great. Don't want them. Okay. Kind of annoying that it's, like, very hidden in that respect. Whatever, those fuckers only send one message anyway. Anyway, that completely derailed me. Where were we, Brad? Right. So this is another question. Do you want to get signed or stay indie? Hey, welcome, Amadio Block. I'm doing a very real and very legitimate surprise interview of my good friend Brad. And this is definitely not a test stream of any kind. This is an official stream. And again, not a test stream because my OBS is running a little bit ragged. I'm definitely not going to be hosting. I am going to be hosting someone on Saturday. I want to make sure that my streaming platform is operating well. But this is totally not what this is. This is a real interview, guys, of a real person named Brad. Isn't that right, Brad? Yeah, you get it. You get it, Brad. Anyway, I was about to ask him, and you guys can ask him questions too if you want. Do you want to get signed or stay indie, Brad? Now again, I know you're part of like a group of people. So it's like I know it's not really your decision. Right. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that your band is indie. I think that's really cool. I think you guys should seriously stay indie. I think that's sick as fuck. I mean, unless you guys can get signed with a label that will respect your music and give you most of your rights, you know? I know that's a slippery slope with labels. You said block too many times. When did I say block once? What? Are you talking about when I was blocking the fucking bot? That could have been. I didn't realize you were there for that. Also, welcome, Lil Mo. What do you mean? I am talking to someone, Lil Mo. This is Brad. Say hello, Brad. Yeah, no. He's a little camera shy, but he's real. You know. Anyway, you could check. You could scan the QR code too. Take you to a very real, legitimate link tree. Anyway, let's see. Another question. Where do you aspire to be in the future, Brad? Right. Okay. No, I understand totally. I frankly, I think what you've got right now is pretty dope. I mean, I know your brother resents you and stuff. I know that, stuff like that. But I really think if you hone your skills as the band's pianist, the key player or whatever you call it, I think that'd be dope as fuck. I think you got something going there with that. And Amadio Block asks, does Brad have any block buddies? I mean, if you want to count Roby's part of your band, isn't he? Yeah. Brad's not particularly talkative on these streams. Or either that, or maybe he's muted. I don't know if he's muted. Can you guys hear Brad? Yeah. Well, anyway, let's get on with the next question. Let's get on with the next question here. Right. This is the second to the last question, sorry, in the Who Are You list of questions. All right, cool. No, great. All right, you guys can hear him fine. Right. So, okay, this is a good one. What 5 songs are you most proud of and reflect you the best? Because we're gonna listen to 5 of them at each of these batches of questions. So tell me a little bit about them. Yeah, no. I think the best tracks are the ones, at least the best released tracks would probably be the ones on the Timothy album. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, I think those would be the best tracks to listen to. Because I know that you kind of played a part in them. Even though Timothy, your predecessor, he played a few of the keys, but I know you did as well. And this could also be like kind of a homage to Timothy, the former pianist, before he was murdered on live on stage, which is wild. Yeah. No, okay. Yeah, we'll start with a track on the Timothy album. We might do all Timothy album stuff. Let's put on Morning Showers. I think that's a good one. Kind of captures the keys a lot. Let's go. This is really cool. Did you play the synth on this, Brad? I can hear Roby on the vocals. All right, that's cool, Lil Mo.
Someday they'll forget me, never made it. Past the age of 20, people make it. Someday they'll forget me, never made it. Past the age of 20, people make it. Someday they'll forget me, never made it. Past the age of 20, people make it. Someday they'll forget me.
There's that piano again. That's so good, dude. It's so awesome. First time you heard this was 2085 on a field trip. That's crazy, dude. Tell me more about that. Visiting the old moon, they just added a new gravity slide. Dude, that's sick, bro. That's sick. Bro, that's awesome. Yeah, Brad, tell me a little bit about morning showers. Did you play the keys, or did Timothy play the keys? Was this before he was murdered or after? Oh, that's sad. Okay, wow, okay. Fuck. Yeah, so okay. What you're telling me is fuck. You're telling me part of the tracks, part of it was sampled before when Timothy was alive, but then Timothy couldn't finish it because he died, and then you guys you did some of it, right? So which parts were Timothy? Which parts were you? Okay, so the opening piano was Timothy, gotcha, and then the synthesizer was you. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Wow, that's crazy. That's heavy. And Roby on the vocals, yeah, I know. Roby's voice is very distinctive. Okay, well. Fuck, I didn't expect to be crying on this one, man. Anyway, up next, we got another category, music questions. Time to talk about your music itself. This is about just more music-directed questions, less about introductory stuff. First question on this list is, how would you describe the kind of music you create, Brad? Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. And Amadio Block says, I could write it when I'm older. I mean, if I'm gonna be old enough, hopefully I'll live to be like, if you don't know, I'm approximately the same age as the century, which makes keeping track of my age pretty handy. This year is 2025, and I'm currently 25 years of age. Although in September I'm going to be turning 26, so I'm slightly older than the century. I was born in September 17th, 1999. So I might, depending on how late it is in 2085, I might either be 85 or 86. Hopefully I can live that long. I'm a healthy guy, but I'm still a guy. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah, alright, next question. What do you like about the genres of music you create? Very informative. I get that. 100%. Fuck, I gotta blow my nose again. Keep talking, Brad. They'll listen. All right. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Hey, I'll make you uncomfortable, or Robin, welcome. I'm doing a very real and very official interview of my good friend Brad. This is definitely not a test stream to make sure that the interview that I'm planning on doing with a very special guest on Saturday goes smoothly. This is definitely not that. I'm definitely not testing my OBS to see if it crashes. Hopefully it does not crash. But, you know, this is a very real, very legit interview I'm having with a real person named Brad, who's right here. Yeah, that's very enlightening what you just said there, Brad. We're gonna move on to the next question here. What message are you trying to convey with your music, Brad? Uh-huh. Yeah, no, that's very, you know, that makes a lot of sense considering what I've been hearing from you. Right. Right. Yeah. I hope so, Robin. But lately, I had like a little hiccup there with OBS because I was doing a stream with Big Bald Ben, and it froze and crashed after 15 minutes. So, gotta make sure that this is gonna work. You know, gotta make sure OBS is gonna behave. I did some changes. I made changes to the encoding settings and made it so OBS is always running as administrator. Bunch of shit. Hopefully, it's gonna run smoothly. And this is what this is for. I mean, it's not what it's for. Totally not. This is a real interview. But you know what I mean. But I appreciate it. I really hope it does go well. That makes a lot of sense, Brad. Thank you for sharing. Up next, we've got, let's see. Right. What new genres have you considered trying out, if any? Again, I'm asking this as if you're the founder of Demon Dish. I know you're not. I know your brother is. But based on what your brother has said, what do you think you're going to try out next with Demon Dish? I mean, I know you guys are all over the place with your music. It's kind of cool, actually. So it's fun to hear whatever you guys are doing. You know. Right. All right. Well, let's get on with the next question here. All right. So, what do you get out of making music? Right. Yeah. Of course. Right. Yeah. Understandable, dude. That's so real. All right. Well, now it's time to play the next song on the Timothy album. What do you say? Let's play Clown Car. Did you play a part in Clown Car? Yeah, that makes sense. I think you did the hook. Right, that makes sense. This has you written all over it. Let's play Clown Car. Groovy, Amadio Block says. Agreed. Or as Roby would say, groovy. All right. That was Clown Car from the Demon Dish Band. So tell me a little bit about that one, Brad. What was the process behind making that one? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Wow, that's fascinating. Ah. Yeah, so you did the hook and gotcha. Okay. Right. Right. Yeah, dude, that's so relatable, dude. It's really fun. It's really dope. I really like the, it's really groovy, as Amadio Block said. No, thanks for sharing that, Brad. That's dope. Moving on, we've got marketing questions. As indie musicians, we're our own labels and marketing team. These questions might help you broaden your influence and will help us to find you. Awesome. So, where can people find your music, Brad? Right. No, okay, that's the thing, yeah. You guys kind of have a link tree, but it's in a different reality. I remember that, yeah. Because your Demon Dish is from a separate reality. I'm actually releasing the songs that you're hearing right now are on the Timothy album in my reality, that you guys sent over to me. Yeah, because they're on my album, Timothy, to commemorate the fallen comrade on your band, Demon Dish. Uh-huh. Yep. Well, tell me a little bit about where you could find it in your reality. At some point, you guys gotta get a wormhole situation going on so you guys can, or put your stuff over more on this reality. Maybe Bandcamp. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think if you guys got a Bandcamp in this reality, it'd be pretty sick. Yeah. That'd be dope, dude. That'd be dope as fuck. Anyway. moving right along. Let's get on with the next question. Do you perform live or ever plan to do in the future? I don't even need to know the answer to this one. I know you guys perform live. I've seen you guys do your music videos before. It's really dope, dude. You guys perform live all the time. Really sick the way you guys work together on that. For those of you who don't know, Timothy plays keys. My bad. Well, Timothy did play keys, but he's dead now. Brad, you play keys because you're the replacement after Timothy died, and you've really come into your own with your own unique sound you brought to the table of Demon Dish. Whether it's to your brother's chagrin or not, it's cool that he even let you on. Not because you're like, not because it's a charity thing, but I know you guys don't get along very well. It's cool to see that, you got, you're working together. Yeah. No, I love your guys' dynamics so much. I wish I was in a band, man. That'd be dope as hell. Anyway, let's see here. Where and how do you promote your music? Right. Live shows and flyers mostly? Gotcha. Amadeo says, I used to be in Hater Kevin music. It's like middle schooler humor and controversial for just the sake of shock. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, right. You're saying Spencer was into that stuff for a while? Or at least similar stuff like that? Gotcha. That resonates. I mean, I've never had a conversation with Spencer, but, I've heard of what, I kind of know what he's like. Based on what you've been telling me anyway. Both on and off camera. I'm kind of looking forward to what you do on, what you release, Amadeo, as well. As the block, Amadeo block. I don't know if you've done anything yet. I'm also wondering when the fuck, Cyan Block's gonna make another move. Aside from Magenta and Keegan Dark, there hasn't been a lot of block activity to speak of. Wondering why that is. Anyway. Let's see here. Where and how do you come up? How do you promote your music? How do you come up? Oh yeah, here's a good one. How did you come up with your name and logo? No, that's fascinating, dude. I love how you came up with your logo. So a friend of yours was like complaining about dishes being left open out for too long, and then they were joking, referring to one of these dishes called a demon dish, which is just a dish that's been left out for too long. That's dope. I really love that origin story for a band. So sick. Demon dish. Fucking love it, dude. Fucking love it. Oh yeah, here's another good question. Do you have or intend to have merch? Of course you have merch. Of course you have a merch line in your reality. Uh-huh. Nice. Uh-huh, that makes sense. Spencer seems like a multifaceted guy. Uh-huh. Ooh, that's cool. Amadeo block. Yeah, no. I mean, you guys gotta set up a merch line over on this reality too. You guys are missing. Those of you who don't know, you guys are missing out on some quality Demon Dish merch over in their reality. Anyway, so let's move on. What do you use to make music? No, wait, sorry. I was going too quickly there. So, do you have a centralized place to link all things you? Like a link tree? Right, you guys have a link tree. But not in this reality. Gotcha. Yeah, you gotta start putting more shit out on this reality, I think. I think that'd be dope. Definitely dope. For sure. All right. Let's see. Right. Okay, here, let's play another strat. Let's play song 3. Let's play song 3. Why don't we do... Let's do... Think of Me. This is almost exclusively Timothy, right? Right. Oh, yeah, shit, that's right. You were able to contact Timothy's ghost. That's crazy, dude. So Timothy's ghost recorded these vocals? Is what you're saying? Yo, that's sick. I mean, I think I heard a little bit about that in Sing For You as well. Sing For You is one of my prized songs. Little do you guys know that Timothy had something to do with that. Let's go. Let's do Think of Me. From Timothy's POV. Let's go. Thought Spencer's line here is so insincere. God, this slaps though. Spencer's a great drummer. Hey, Rex Khan, my man, welcome. Doing a very real and legit interview here of my good friend Brad from Demon Dish. This is totally not a test.
Come on, let's kick some ass.
Yes, totally not a test. I was Think of Me from the Demon Dish Band. Brad, tell me a little bit about that. Well, actually, let me. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Right. All right, let me address RexCon just for a moment. I'll let you talk after. For those of you who don't know, my OBS has been a little bit finicky lately. It crashed after 15 minutes last Monday. And I'm going to be doing an interview on the weekend, Saturday. Special guest. And I want to make sure the interview is running smoothly. So I want to make sure that OBS is running smoothly, and this is totally not a test, but if it were a test, this would be a good test. Because this, again, Brad is a real person right here. Totally not a drill. 100% not a drill. I mean, you can prove. I'll prove it. You can scan that QR code. It'll definitely take you to someplace real and legit. Right, Brad? Yeah, no, Brad. Yeah, no, he's the shit. He's the pianist. He's the pianist on Demon Dish. Dope as fuck. All right, Brad, you're on. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Right. Dude, you guys are so talented, man. I love what you guys do on Demon Dish, dude. All right. Now we're gonna move on to the technical questions, because I kind of skipped ahead there, which is my bad. So let's talk technical. Do you know music theory, Brad? Yeah, I didn't think so. But it's, it's still pretty good at the piano regardless. Pretty good on keys. Whatever you want to call it. Synthesizer. Still the same instrument. Just different sounds. Uh-huh. No, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, well, look at that. We've been alive for 1 hour. Awesome. That's good news. And for those of you who don't know, I'm not only streaming this, but I'm also recording this on my computer and broadcasting this virtual camera onto Discord on a Discord call as we speak. All of this stuff is going to be crucial to do on the Saturday interview, which is why I'm doing it here. And also totally because Brad is in the Discord call with me, 100%. All right, okay. Cool. So the next question is, what do you use to make music? Conspiracy theory. I love that, Rexcon. Sorry, go on. Uh-huh. No, yeah, I mean, you use like a synthesizer, like a built-in synthesizer. That makes sense. A bunch of presets. That's cool. I have a MIDI keyboard. Do you guys use MIDI, or is it just like a built-in synthesizer? Uh-huh. Right, okay. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Uh-huh. Fascinating. Right, yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay. Well, moving on, we've got another question. What does your production process look like? Now, this is kind of a question more or less reserved for one-man bands, and I know that's definitely not you. You've got a whole band at your disposal. But, like, what is your part in the production process? I mean, I guess it's just... Right, yeah. You play the synthesizer. That's basically it? Okay. That's fair. Right, yeah. Moving on, we got another question. Do you use a distributor? If so, which one? Distro Boy? Wait, in your reality, they call it Distro Boy? Kind of sexist, don't you think? Over here, it's called Distro Kid. Yeah, I feel like... Okay. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Brad lives in another reality. I know, right? All right. Let's see. So we answered that question. Oh yeah, here's another good one. Do you use a publishing administrator? Yeah, that would seem more like in your brother's wheelhouse. Both of these things would seem like your brother's wheelhouse. I know I am asking that partially because it's written down, but also because you guys are playing in person, you're doing a lot of live performing. I feel like a publishing administrator is very important for that, like ASCAP or BMI. Oh. You guys have different names for those two? Fucking hell, man. Crazy. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a good one. What's something you feel needs improvement, Brad? Okay. No, that's fair. I know, and I understand. I understand. Frankly, I mean, to the extent you need any improvement, I think it just, better learning more of the chords, learning all of the, scales and stuff. Right. Well, don't listen to your brother too much, because I know he doesn't particularly care. Your involvement in Demon Dish wasn't his immediate choice. I know that as much. Right, okay. It's important to believe in yourself, Brad. It really is. Especially when you have family who doesn't necessarily support it. Support you. Let's see. Right. All right, well, we're gonna play song 4. Let's play. What do you think? What do you want to play? Play some AWOL. What do you think? Okay. All right, let's do that. We're gonna play AWOL from the Timothy album. Let's go. Oh yeah, Jimothy still needs to get on it. '80s action music, I can hear that. The distortion on these vocals is crazy. Oh, that's a good question, Brad. Well, hang on. Let's talk about AWOL first. Okay, that makes sense. So who did the vocals on AWOL? Was it Casey? Gotcha. Okay. I really like AWOL, dude. I think that's sick. So Timothy, did he play a role in this? No? Okay. All you? Cool. That's dope. The synthesizers are crazy on this one, dude. Awesome. So Amadeo Block asks, what time are you from, Brad? No, that makes sense. Brad, okay, so, yeah, Brad is, like, so you're from a parallel timeline. That means, so, like, it's the same year in your time than it is in ours, right? Gotcha. Just a parallel timeline with different events. Somewhat. Okay. Wow. Considering that, it's crazy how much your timeline differs from ours. Same time, but it's the same your parallel timeline. Gotcha. Fascinating. Just a different reality. Parallel timeline. Dope. Yeah, like a mashup of soundtracks from Sylvester Stallone films like Wayne's World. That's crazy. What do you think of that? What do you think of that, Brad? Is Demon Dish inspired by any of those? Huh. I guess you wouldn't know, huh? Maybe ask Spencer about it. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Right. No, that makes complete sense, Brad. Totally. You're quite the conversationalist, you know that? It's really cool. I know sometimes it takes you a while to, like, feel comfortable enough to speak, but once you do, dude, you can spit out some gems. Hey, Happy Jack, welcome. No, Brad's kind of a wild one, you know, he'll say what he wants. This is Beans, everybody. Yeah. No, I understand. Ah. Wow. Never thought of it like that before. That's crazy. I'm learning stuff every day just talking to you, bro. That's awesome. I never even God, that's never even considered that. Your music is really something else. You and everyone else on Demon Dish. Killing it over there. On your parallel reality. Yeah. Totally. Alright, well, let's get into some artist trivia if you're feeling done. You feeling done, Brad? Okay, cool. Alright, we'll move on. Artist trivia. Now let's get to know some fun miscellaneous questions. This should be dope. I'm excited. So, who's an artist we wouldn't expect you to listen to, Brad? Yeah. Anybody. I know sometimes it's hard to, like, judge whether or not people would like it depends on, like, if you're aware of what people may think, how people may perceive you. It involves a level of self-awareness to answer this question. How do you think people perceive you, Brad? Yeah. More or less, I would say. Based on that perception, what do you think people, is there any artist we wouldn't expect you to listen to? Is what I'm trying to ask. Okay, so so again, it depends on how you're being perceived, Brad. That's the question, Brad. You got to make sure you know how you're being perceived. I know sometimes it's a difficult question. Sometimes people don't really understand it. I'm not trying to talk down to you or anything, but let me explain it again. Let me explain it again. So, basically, you gotta have a certain level of self-awareness based on the content you put out, the music you make. That sometimes people are gonna assume you listen to a certain thing. People are gonna assume things about you. It happens all the time. It's not even just an artist thing. It's just people stereotyping what kind of person you are. Exactly. No, you get it. So, Brad, based on any of that shit, what do you think? Okay, here's the question again. Who's an artist we wouldn't expect you to listen to? That's the question. Can you answer that? He does, doesn't he? Uh-huh. Oh. Interesting. I've never even heard of that person. Wow. Wait. Like the composer? Oh. Fascinating. Never would have thought. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You play piano. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crazy. No, classical music was dope. I can tell you right now that Ordi Nazaraim, if he's hearing this right now, he'd totally agree with what you're saying. Right. Yeah, no, I think classical music should be brought back. I'm glad that some people are coming back to it. It's how complex it is. It's really nice. It's like an era of music. Really cool era, I might add, with all these movements and acts and whatever the fuck. I'm not gonna pretend I'm an expert on classical music. Yeah, okay, Brad, I know. Okay, you don't have to call me out like that. Jesus. Fuck. All right. Whatever. Let's get on with the next question here. If you're ready anyway. You have anything more to say? All right, cool. What's your favorite and least favorite part about being a musician? Oh, that's great. Ah. No fucking way, man. No fucking way. Brad, my God. That's crazy. Seriously? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, your brother is something else, man. Again, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm asking you, dude. Wow. Okay. I mean, I gotta have a talk with Spencer, man. Your brother's not nice to you. Not a cool, not cool, Spencer. If you're hearing this, not cool. You gotta treat your brother with more respect. I mean, he's carrying the synthesizer with pride, dude. A lot of the best songs on Demon Dish. No, totally, I agree. No, yeah, the best songs on Demon Dish are by you, have your handiwork on them. Not to disrespect the late Timothy, he died. Rest in peace. Horrific death. No, but you're carrying your own, dude. You're definitely not a replacement anymore. Don't think of yourself like that, man. No, fuck Spencer. Fuck what he thinks. You're still on the team, aren't you? I mean, all the other people like you. Roby likes you. Yeah. Yeah, totally. No, yeah. So in that respect, what's your favorite and least favorite part about being What's your favorite part about being a musician, I should say? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. No, that's sick, dude. That's sick. Bro. My God, man. No, I think you got a lot of character going on with the your synthesizer playing. I think it's really well done with the way you play keys. I think Brad, I think you could easily like do your own solo career. Like fuck Spencer, man. I mean, I want you to stay in Demon Dish as much as you feel comfortable staying in Demon Dish, but like you could totally pursue your own shit. Yeah, dude. I mean, you're already making such an impact on this reality. Everybody's so moved by your words, right? Uh-huh. Brad, come on. You gotta think more highly of yourself there. Come on. I mean, I know modesty is an important trait in artists. We're all our own worst critics, but like, come on, man. You gotta be a little bit more kinder to yourself. Cause like if you're not kind to yourself, who else is gonna be kind to yourself? Uh-huh. No, I get it. You just gotta carry yourself with more pride, though. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It really works wonders. The confidence, the confidence that the confident aura you project, it sends a message. The body language you use, all that sends a message. Yeah. Nah, I know, I understand. It's a hard journey. I'm still on that journey to build self-confidence. It's very important, though, that you do. It's really cool. It's really rewarding when you finally build enough self-confidence in yourself. It's kind of redundant way of saying it there, but yeah, no, I get it. Well, anyway, let's get on with the next question. Oh, this is a good one. Right. Would you rather have all the gear you could possibly want or 3 placements with 3 of your favorite artists? Interesting. Want all the gear you could possibly want, huh, Brad? Here we go again. Brad, this is a hypothetical. In this hypothetical, you can have any placements you want. It doesn't matter. The exposure would still get you tons of, popularity. You gotta think, man, dude, your imposter syndrome is real. I mean, I understand because of Spencer, what the poison he's feeding you, but like, seriously, dude, it's so sad. You gotta think more highly of yourself. You do too deserve to be on the artists you look up to. you know, you deserve to be featured on that. Okay, that's fair. Nah, I know some of your favorite artists are dead. That's fair. But hey, you're speaking to Timothy in the afterlife, and it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh man. And also, I just want to mention. I'll let you continue, Brad, but I just want to mention we've been live for 1 hour and 26 minutes. That's pretty sick. That's boding well for my OBS, I must say. Boding quite well for my OBS. Quite excited about that. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Hey, Ears and Tails, welcome, my guy. Welcome. Ears and Tails, this is a very real, very legitimate interview I'm doing of my very dear friend, Brad. A very real and very legit human being I've got right next to me. Brad has been speaking his truth for 1 hour and 27 minutes now, and it's really been an honor to hear him speak. This is definitely not a test stream to make sure that the interview stream I've got with another guest, a very special guest, on the Saturday is going to run smoothly. This is definitely not what's going on here. I'm definitely not running a test to make sure OBS doesn't crash. This is a real and legit interview I'm doing with my good friend Brad. Right, no, that makes sense, Brad. Uh-huh. Dude, Brad, again, you need to seriously, you need to start thinking of yourself as a legit musician, man. I mean, you're really talented with the synthesizer. Forget what your brother's telling you. Forget what anybody external is telling you about your skills. You got to start. Yeah. You got to build up that confidence. You got to build up that self-confidence. It starts with you. Starts with you. I know it's hard, but you really gotta. Okay, fair enough. You still want the gear instead of the artist placements? That's fair. Well, what's your logic though? Because I know a lot of people pick the placements because with that popularity, they could get gear later. Ah. Oh, you can't hear Brad? Is Brad muted? Hey, Brad, are you Brad? Let's figure out Brad. Oh, everything's working. Everything's working with Brad. I think so, anyway. It's always hard to tell with these streams, man. Maybe you need to speak up a little bit, Brad. Speak a little louder, all right? Brad should listen to my song "Don't Want to Believe It" about imposter syndrome. Hey, that's dope. Yeah, Brad. And other musicians are having imposter syndrome too. You're not alone. Hey, Snare Mori. Okay, he can hear Brad. Ears and Tails, I think this is something on your end. Okay, that makes sense, Brad. Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. You want the gear. I get it. What kind of gear would you get if you're gonna pick the gear? Okay. Cool. You want a loop pedal? What would you do with a loop pedal? Oh. Oh, this might be something to do with your solo act. Cool. Can you do a loop? Can you have like a loop pedal with a synthesizer? Is that something you can do? Huh. Fascinating. What else do you want to do? What else do you want to get, Brad? You want to get? Oh, you want to get? Okay. Don't you already have a microphone? No? I thought I've heard you vote on vocals before. Oh, okay. You just been sharing Casey's mic. Okay, that's cool. You want to get your own mic? Okay. Oh, and you want to get and you want to get like a You don't have a laptop? Or any computer? Shit. Just a phone? Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. Yeah. No, understandable. Understandable. That's dope, dude. I'm all for you getting into production, man. It's a really fun hobby. I mean, it's even if you want to make it into a career, like I want to make I'm trying to make my music into a career. But even if you just want to do it as a hobby. I know Demon Dish is kind of like your main people, all the people you do. So wait, do you want to make it a hobby or a career with your solo act? Brad, are you? Oh, yeah. Okay. By the way, Ears and Tails asks or Ears and Tails says, or Brad is an eldritch entity who once heard cannot be unheard. Brad, can you confirm or deny this? Are you an eldritch entity? No. Okay, that's fair. But the Yaoi is, of course. Do you think maybe the Yaoi has something to do with the fact that some people can't hear you, evidently? I mean, I can hear you just fine. But apparently Ears and Tails can't hear you. Right. Of course. No, I get it. Boy, do I get it, man. Boy, do I get what you just said, because what you just said is something that you just said, and it is actually real. All of this is real. So real. You were spitting facts, my guy. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so let's see. What's your favorite and least favorite part about it? We already answered that. We already asked that question. So I think we're getting down to it on these questions. All right, well, let's see. This is another question. If you could only choose one of these, would you pick? This is like another would you rather situation. Yeah, because the last one was a would you rather. All right, let me get into it. If you could only choose one of these, would you pick producing or vocalizing? Really? Why? I for sure thought you'd be be a production guy. You want to sing? I guess that makes sense. I mean, you got some pipes over on when I was showing you the bell pepper. In fact, we got some new people in the chat. Why don't we play the bell pepper for all the new people? I know this is not usually something we do on these interviews, but this is not an ordinary interview. Let's play some bell pepper. We played bell pepper at the beginning of the interview. This is Brad's pride and joy, isn't it, Brad? Let's go. Very insightful. Yeah, you got pipes, dude. This is dope. Oh, that ending gives me chills every time, man. No, I get it now. I totally get why you want to be a vocalist. That was crazy. I just had to be reminded of that. Ears and Tails says a dead mouse admits he was very shy and terrified of performing and used the costume to hide as a way to hide. That's relatable as fuck. For those of you who don't know, I'm very shy and socially awkward myself. So, Brad, I totally get where you're coming from with all that. Oh, you're not shy. You're just Wait, you're not shy. You're just insecure. That's fair. Well, what's the difference? I'm curious. What's the difference for you anyway? Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Not quite, I don't quite understand it, but that's fair. So you're just kind of insecure about your talent, but like you're still sociable, I guess. Is that how it is? I mean, when you go on stage, you're like eccentric, You know what? I think I just came up with the best idea for the last track. If you are so inclined, I think this would be a dope one. Let's play Demon Dish. I'm talking about the music video. I know the music video is kind of dated and the production is not great. We can play, we'll play the music video anyway, even though the production is dated. Well, hold on. Maybe we could play we'll play the music video first. Okay, that's fair. We'll play the music video first with the older production, and then we can play, then we'll play the released distributed version of Demon Dish with a new production and the new mix. Yeah, Brad, why don't you try some VR chat? Oh, you can't afford a VR headset? That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Well, let's get on into Demon Dish. So this is the first released music video by the Demon Dish band, called Demon Dish. Let's get on into it. Brad, this is your first... No, wait a second. No, this is... Why don't we play... Actually, let's play Fuck Perfection. That's a good one. Because Fuck Perfection... Fuck Perfection is actually one where I can see you playing. Let's do that. Let's do Fuck Perfection. Fuck Perfections is another dope music video from Demon Dish. Where is it? Where is the Fuck Perfection? Fuck Perfection. Where is it? Dude, I'm not finding it, man. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Brad, you're so relatable, dude. You're so relatable. I'm gonna have to search this. Can't find it in my own fucking discography. That's embarrassing. Where is it, man? Did I take it down? Was it taken down? Confused. I don't see it anymore. Fuck Perfection. I don't think I took it down. Why would I have taken it down? Where is it? Was it deleted? That's actually really weird. Brad, update your Verizon wireless account and they give you a Meta Quest for free. Is that true? Is that real? It's crazy if that's true. Fuck, why isn't my browser responding? Shit. I hope that means my OBS isn't going to crash. Why isn't my browser responding? My browser's not responding. Hell no. No, no, no. Why is it doing that? Neither of my browsers are responding. Great. OBS is still responding, but neither of my browsers are responding. Nothing's happening. That's great. I'm going to close Opera. Close all windows. Yep, we're going to confirm close. What? Yeah, confirm the close. What the fuck is going on, man? I really hope this is not like a shutdown situation. Yeah, kill task manager. Or we're gonna, yep, close the program. All right. Well, there goes Opera. Let's check task manager. See how everything's going. Sorry, Brad, I know this is kind of derailing your stuff, but gotta check real quick. I switched to the GPU. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Let me open Opera once again. Hopefully it's gonna behave itself this time. Glad OBS didn't crash. That's pretty cool, at least. Right? I mean, if Restream it should still be playing on Restream whether or not the browser's open, right? Let me check my YouTube on my phone. Yeah, everyone's still here on YouTube. Is it one stream? It's still one stream. All right, the stream hasn't been interrupted. It's just they're trying to take Brad down. I know. Illuminati. Must be the Illuminati. No other explanation. Well, I can't find fuck perfection. I've been looking everywhere, which is weird. I swear to God, I don't know what happened to fuck perfection. Really don't. I really don't know what happened to fuck perfection. What the hell happened to fuck perfection? It was a really dope music video. What happened to it, dude? I might have it on my computer. We'll play this fucking thing if it's the last thing I do. I'm playing this fucking thing. I don't know why it's not on my YouTube uploads though. Here it is. Here's the official video on my fucking computer. Let's go. I don't know why it's not here anymore. I don't know if I deleted it or what. I don't know why I would have deleted it. What's Task Manager doing? Okay, let's get it. It's about to play. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get into Fuck Perfection. So this is the track. It's spelled. It's the fuck. It's fuck, not censored. F-U-C-K. Maybe that's it. I don't know why that would be it, but I don't know. Either way, this is the music video for Fuck Perfection. Brad, you're in it. Let's go.
Fuck perfection. Fuck perfection. Fuck perfection. Fuck perfection. Fuck perfection. I wanna look at something real
got the issues with it. They're minor, but I'll change it.
Maybe I did delete it.
It's worth it sometimes.
I don't think I did
so far
though.
To say it's worth it most times. But don't forget that you're a human, not a machine. No matter how long
Unless
you
you're
take,
Roby.
it won't be just as pristine. But I'm not implying that you shouldn't follow your dreams. But just remember that the process ain't as fast as it seems. And I'm not saying you can't tinker with your labor of love, but just don't let it become an unhealthy obsession. Perfection is an unrealistic goal. So don't let the obsession take control. Every human being makes mistakes.
Alright, Brad, where are you? We gotta get you on here. Brad's part's coming up. There he is. Yeah. There's my guy, Brad. Let's go.
Obsessions, I get them a lot. Like every single time I want to work on something that is long. And if you're ever prone to over-obsession, then hear me out, cause I might give a valuable lesson. Try to keep a level head most of the time, like when you're drawing on a canvas or composing a
There's
rhyme.
my guy.
If you do that, then you'll make fewer mistakes. And if you're still too worked up, then just go take a break. There's nothing wrong with getting a little perspective, because you'll come back refreshed and you'll be more effective. So remember, the right head space is key. Don't obsess over perfection to the point it's unhealthy.
Good message.
Perfection is an unrealistic goal. So don't let the obsession take control. Every human being makes mistakes. It's just a made-up concept anyway. Perfection is an unrealistic goal. So don't let the obsession take control. Every human being makes mistakes. It's just a made-up concept anyway. Perfection is an unrealistic goal. So don't let the obsession take control. Every human being makes mistakes. It's just a made-up concept anyway.
The visuals are insane. The guitar solos.
Perfection is an unrealistic goal.
Fuck perfection.
And there's the budget
Don't let
part.
the obsession take control.
Fuck perfection, dude.
Every human being makes mistakes.
Fuck perfection.
It's just a made-up concept anyways.
Fuck perfection. Oh my god.
All right, that was Fuck Perfection by Demon Dish. Brad, tell me about that one, man. How was it like performing that one? Right. No, it was crazy, dude. Blair and that other guy, who was that guy's name? The other guy who was saying, "Fuck perfection!" Who was that? Ah. Gotcha. I knew I recognized him from somewhere. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, so there's like a lawsuit involved in your, right, now I remember. There was a lawsuit involved in your reality and you had to take down the music video? Who sued? Huh. Interesting, that's weird. That sucks. Well, we got to play it on the stream anyway. That was dope. That was sick. That was dope. So tell me more about that track, like the track itself. Like, how did you feel about doing the din 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 din? Because I heard you doing that on the keys. That was great. Added a nice touch. I know your brother didn't approve, but fuck him, you know? This is about you. I don't have him on my interview. I have you. You don't have to think about him. You don't even have to worry about him. What do you want? What do you have to say about it? Uh-huh. No, that makes sense. It's a good track. It's a good track. And you made it so much better with that part. I think I add so much more character. I love it. Yeah, it adds so much more character. 100%, dude. Really? No, I don't think Keegan has anything to do with fuck perfection. What's Keegan? Oh, Brad, for those of you, Brad, we got some crazy stuff in our reality too. You don't have to worry about it. We got some block situation going on. Keegan Dark is some kind of, I don't know, weird, mysterious version of me that likes keys for some reason, likes key puns and cryptic messages and Morse code. Strange motherfucker. A lot of weird shit going on with the blocks on X, which I know you guys still have it. In your reality, Elon Musk didn't take over Twitter, and it's still Twitter on your reality. I'm so envious of that, dude. What's it like? What's it like still being in a reality where Twitter is Twitter? Okay, that still makes sense. Nah, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess Twitter wasn't all that. I mean, Twitter was never that good. I mean, a lot of people have always been arguing on Twitter, but still, like, it's got to be better now that a billionaire's not like hasn't bought it or something, you know? That's still like more or less a regular corporation anyway, without elongated muskrat in charge. What did Elon Musk do in your reality, by the way? I know we're going a little bit off topic, but I'm just curious. Oh, oh, wow. Okay, so he never even left PayPal? He succeeded in calling PayPal X? Oh, wow. Okay, then is PayPal even around in your reality? Oh, really? Okay, so, wow, fascinating. So in your reality, PayPal is gone, and you've got a new contender has replaced PayPal. What do you guys, is there like a equivalent to PayPal that you guys got over in your reality? What is it called? Paymate? There's no way there hasn't been a lawsuit involved in that. Paymate? That's just PAL, but Australian. Paymate? Let me guess, was an Australian company? Ah. Interesting. Okay, wait, so let me get this straight. Elon Musk never left PayPal, called it X, and now it's out of the picture? It just, like, tanked? Ever since he named it X? Okay. He always loves naming shit X. It's crazy. Tesla was never a thing? What happened to Tesla? Okay, no, wait, Tesla was a thing in your reality. That makes sense, because Elon Musk didn't found Tesla, he just kind of like made it mainstream. Interesting. Well, anyway, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. But it's cool that you still have a website called Twitter. That's pretty cool. Anyway. Let's play Demon Dish. I know we're a little bit over time here, but I want to play Demon Dish. Not the music video, but the song. The produced song. Demon Dish. Let's do that. It's a cool track, and it's named after your band, Demon Dish. I think that might be you know what? That might be a good closer track, actually. We can do that as a closer. I think that's a good idea for a closer. We'll do that as a closer. All right, let me pull it open real quick. Any last words before we end the stream, Brad? Anything insightful you want to share with the audience? That's deep. Oh, man. Brad, you're a poet, dude. You're such a poet. Fuck me, man. That is so real. So fucking real. All right, yeah. No, it was great having you. Thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for coming on. So last minute, too. Like, seriously. Kudos. Yeah, if you scan the link tree there, check out what Brad's all about. If you haven't yet. And we're gonna wrap things up with the last track. We're gonna play some Demon Dish. Oh yeah, no. I'm recording this. We're gonna, Brad. We gotta make some we gotta make some quality YouTube shorts out of this, dude. Brad, you are a conversationalist and a half, my guy. Seriously, it has been an honor to hear you speak. Anyway, we're gonna close it off with Demon Dish, the song named after your band, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you wonderful people in the next stream, which will be probably another test later today of the robot jukebox. We might have Brad again. Might have Brad again for that one, but regardless, yeah, we're gonna do another test probably. But then, this Friday, tomorrow, I'm gonna do I'm gonna have a robot jukebox episode with James Stellar with the Indie Boom Shockwave Spotify Living playlist, I believe. Unless we want to play a different Living playlist, we might want to. I don't know. Or it might just be Spotify. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, it's going to be hosted by James Stellar. Then, and this is kind of something I've been hinting to, then the day after that, on Saturday, special music episode of Music Talks, kind of like this one, except extremely different. I'm going to be interviewing a musician by the name of Calypso. They've been on my radar for a while. My cousin introduced me to them. They've got really dope music. I actually did a cover of one of their tracks. Two of their tracks. It's like a mashup. That's how we actually have built rapport initially, is I made a cover of one of their songs, Biohazard and The Exorcist. It's like a mashup of the two. They make like a lot of I want to say, like, it's hard, their genre is hard to pin down, but it's like very brooding, very, like, I really like the political messages too, like very, very cool. I like the messages in their lyrics and stuff. It's really nice. It's really dope. I'm looking forward to interviewing them. They've got quite a following on Spotify too. They got like 100K monthly listeners. It's crazy. Nah, I'm looking forward to this interview, to that interview. Brad, it's been an honor interviewing you as well. But I'm looking forward to that interview too. That's gonna be dope. Looking forward to the robot jukebox. I really hope my OBS behaves, but it looks like it's probably going to, which is exciting. But in any event, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Your friend, why are you so restless? You check me off your checklist. I don't know what this is. I am going on a date and you are in my way and you need to move aside and I am out of my mind. What the hell? What the hell is that smell? I have a fucking demon dish to sell.
you stronger. You had a feeling like this once before. The songs were sung when you were young and you were smiling. The rhythm of the drum shake you down to your core. The riff they're gonna make you groove. You were like this when you stepped out of the womb. People like you, they were always born.